Hey everyone, this is Chris and Sandy with the Chris and Sandy Show, where we get up close and personal with some amazing guests throughout the entertainment industry. And today, like I said on every episode, we got a great one for you. Who do we have?
We have award-winning filmmaker and actress from Australia, Aurora Iler, who flew into the U.S. for the Young Artist Awards.
And she's done a ton, and she's only 13 years old. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's our pleasure.
I'm so lucky to be here.
So tell us a little bit about the award that you just won.
So the category I won in was the best young actress in a short film, and I'm really lucky to have won it. And this is the trophy right here, and on it says 2024 Young Artist Academy Awards, and yeah, it's been going for 45 years, and it says my name.
Oh, that's amazing.
Really cool.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, congratulations on that.
Thank you so much. I didn't expect to win it all, but yeah, it was a very good shock.
Awesome.
So what's it been like being in LA right now?
It's been amazing being in LA. I think LA has this, obviously I think anywhere in America would feel a lot different than Australia, but I think especially LA, since I don't know, there's just some kind of like vibe about it. But it's pretty fun over here.
So tell us a little the story about how you got to come to LA.
So I only really found out I was lucky enough to come 10, maybe 12 days ago.
Oh, wow.
And it's because I was emailing heaps of businesses asking for sponsorships and you know, if they could help me get to America, because it's obviously not cheap to fly across the world.
Right, of course.
And so I messaged a company called Flight Centre, which is a travel agency in Australia, and I said, oh, you know, I really like your company and I'd really want you to sponsor me and to go to this award ceremony that I'm really excited for. And they thankfully did.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's awesome.
It never hurts to ask, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't ask, the answer is always no. So you better get a no than not ask at all.
Mm-hmm.
So what's it like doing all this at such a young age?
I think it doesn't feel any different to if I would have done it when I was 18. Maybe I would be able to sign a contract actually. But I think I think I was scared that people would underestimate me because of my age, but I haven't actually faced criticism to my face, or everyone's been really supporting of me, and I think extra surprised that I'm enjoying that at such a young age. But I don't think I've faced any major challenges. Hopefully, I haven't faced any challenges.
You know, a couple of years ago, I can't remember who it was, but our youngest actress that we've had on the show was like 9 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I only started acting when I was 8, but I didn't have any jobs until I was 10.
Oh, wow. So when did it click, or has it clicked for you, since you are young, that this could be a career for you?
I think it clicked probably the first time I was ever on a set. That was just for a commercial for some vitamin company in Australia. And it was a commercial and I was on it for like 2 seconds, but I loved the feeling of being on set and the feeling of meeting the cast and crew. It's really amazing. And then obviously that I was only on set for a few hours, but then a few months after that I got a short film by university students. And that was really amazing. I was the lead in that short film, and it was just, it just makes me so happy. And I thought to myself, if I'm lucky enough to have this career, then, that would just be amazing. And so far, I have been lucky enough.
Because, you know, a lot of adults who are 30, 40, 50, they still ain't found that one thing that they feel like they're supposed to do. So is it amazing at 13 that you're like, for now, this is what you want to do?
Absolutely. And I think it's kind of if I did ever feel a different way about filmmaking and being in the industry, I'm only 13, so I could go so many different ways in life. But for now, I'm really, really loving it, and I'm very passionate about it.
And you must be good because you're winning everything.
Well, thank you. But I think there's so many amazing actors as well, because last night I was so happy to see people my own age as passionate about filmmaking as I am, and so it's just
Yeah.
it's quite amazing.
Was there any wild moments last night?
I think there was just a lot of, I think especially when I won, also seeing other people's acceptance speeches, it's always really nice to see speeches that come from the heart, and it was really nice. But I met a lot of amazing people that I didn't think I'd be lucky enough to meet.
Now, was your acceptance speech prepared, or did you not think you was going to win, so you didn't prepare nothing?
I didn't actually prepare anything because sometimes I'm good at like kind of making things up on the spot.
Sure.
And then the first speech of the night, someone's acceptance speech, I was like, that's such a good speech. And I like if I'm gonna win, hopefully, then I need to have a speech. And so the whole night I was sitting there. My award was one of the last awards, and I was sitting there thinking of a speech. And then a few awards before mine, I was like, why am I stressing? I'm not gonna win. And then they called out my name, and my whole row looked at me. And when I was walking up to the stage, I didn't ever thought in my mind, it's like, what was I preparing again? But
Yeah, that's about like I do even with the shows. I mean, I've got a few notes, but for the most part, I like to mostly wing it, guiding where I want it to go, and then let the actor, actress, musician, whoever the guest is, to kind of guide along.
yeah, definitely.
It makes it more fun.
Yeah.
So, as you know, a lot of people, they see the glory in everything that you do, being an actress or director and all that. But they don't see the grind, the sacrifice, the tears, the struggles it takes to be at any level within entertainment. And I know you're young and all that, but I'm sure you still have had those moments. Tell us a little bit about that.
I think I have had those moments quite a bit. And I think before I could start winning awards and my recognition was obvious, I was just working a lot and I wasn't getting anything out of it really. And so it would be like my friends were all going out or having a sleepover, and it's like, oh, Aurora, do you want to come? And I'd have to say, no, I'm working. And it's like, what are you working so hard for? And so I think it's really nice to get the recognition that I've been working so long for. And yeah, I think a lot of the time at school, I don't know if it's jealousy. People tell me that it's jealousy, but it's hard to see it that way.
Yeah.
But at school, I used to be bullied because I've been to a few different schools at this point. But at schools, I used to be bullied because of my passion for acting. And so that was really hard for me to overcome.
Yeah.
Like just as a teenager, but also because it's something that I love so much, and I don't know why someone would want me to not be happy from the thing that I love. But yeah, I think there's always going to be sacrifices in this industry.
And you'll learn as you get older that no matter what part of life you are, I mean, you'll always have people that almost want to bully you because of the success. I mean, even with our show, I've lost friends because of some of the guests we've had on our show, not because of who the guest is, but because they are some celebrities and they get jealous.
Yeah, I think jealousy isn't a nice thing to be when you're jealous of someone, but I think there's always going to be jealous people, and the more fans you have or people who admire you and are inspired by you, the more haters you're going to have too. But I think that just comes with the territory. But you know, if I wouldn't take advice from them, then I won't take hate from them. That was a really good quote that I was told. So I don't listen to them.
Very good.
So do you get any hate through social media and all that too, or is it just mainly school?
It's only school, because I think more people on my social media are adults or people who are also actors, so they kind of understand the struggle that you go through.
Yeah.
Sure.
But I haven't really gone through anything on social media. But my mum also has access to my accounts and everything, so she also looks at my account.
Yeah,
Which is good. Yeah, because a lot of the people we've interviewed, they talk about that they never read any of the negative comments, that they have a team of people that delete what's got to be deleted, but they don't look at it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I look at the good comments, but yeah, I don't even like to look in the comments sometimes, knowing that there might be that negative comment, and I don't want that to dilute my thinking.
Exactly. Because it's real easy to get into that rut, because I've done it through the years, where people say one thing, and even though that's not you, you start to believe it.
Yeah,
and that,
absolutely. I think.
and that's
Oh,
good that
sorry.
at a young age you're learning that you can't listen to that. I love that.
Mhm.
Thank you.
So a lot of people, they see you, but they don't see the team that helps you be who you are. In our opinion, teams never get any love. On our
Right.
show, they get love. I don't care if you have a team of one person or a team of 300 like Justin Bieber has. A team is still a team. So take a few moments and
Absolutely.
tell us about the team that helps you.
Oh, well, I have such an amazing family, and I have really amazing friends too. So my family helps me so much, like just with support, but then also taking me to events like this. Because in the last 10 months, I've been lucky enough to go to the US and LA, I think about 3 times,
Oh,
which
wow.
is really amazing. But, you know, I've also been like, I also have a really amazing agent. Her name's Charmaine with Gilchrist Management. And so she's really amazing and she's always getting me auditions, which I love. And I'm also, when I make my films, there's so many people that work so hard to make the vision come to life. And so I have really amazing crew. I have Matt Martin as my cinematographer, and then I have Amy Toomey Cook as my producer. She's really amazing. And I have so many other people, and there's hundreds of people on set, like at least 100 each set day. So I can't name them all, but I'm really lucky to have them.
I love that. Yeah, speaking of teams, we have a third co-host, our 12-year-old son. He comes on and asks a couple questions.
Yes.
So,
I'll go get
so
him.
Sandy's going to go get him. And while we wait for him, what's kind of next for you?
What's next for me at the moment is I've actually written a feature film, and so that's still in pre-production. We're trying to get cast and crew involved. So that's really exciting. It's called My Inheritance, and it's about coercive control relationships at teenagers and what warning signs can look like for that, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's really exciting, and I'm working on that. But I also I'm working on my O1 visa so that I can work in America and become a working actor in America. That's a big dream.
So what's the big cause that you like? Every actress has that cause. What's the cause you're shooting for?
I think there's not one specific cause because there's so many things that teenagers have to go through.
Yeah.
But my last film that I've won the award for last night, that was for a short film that I directed, wrote, created and acted in, and it's called Grape. And that was a really big cause that I saw, and that was about anti-vaping for teenagers, because I think if you've been anywhere in the last year, you've seen how many teenagers have started vaping. Yep. And so that was a really big cause for me.
I love that. So what's been your hardest role to play?
I think my hardest role, probably, I actually did a film last year, and it wasn't a film that I created, but it was a film that I really loved so much, and so I wanted to come on. And it's called Magic Chalk, and it was a short film about domestic violence relationships, and I was the child of a violent relationship, and so it was kind of hard to play that character.
Oh, wow.
All right, hey Aurora, so what's your favorite food?
My favorite food, it changes a lot, but actually I had really amazing pork ribs last night, so probably ribs.
So what's yours?
Pizza.
I love pizza too.
Yeah, we definitely love pizza. Can't have it all the time, but we love pizza.
Yeah, it's definitely a good treat.
All right, what's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie, I really like the Kill Bill series by Quentin Tarantino. Ooh. But then I also love a classic like Mean Girls or something that I can watch 100 times and never get sick of. But there's a few.
So what's yours?
Minions.
He loves the Minions still.
Minions, I love the Minions. I went to Universal Studios a few months ago and I got to ride the Minions ride, which is really fun.
Oh, that's awesome. So anything else?
I think that's about it.
It was nice to meet you though.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, he loves to come on, jump in the middle of the show to ask a couple questions. So I think he's been doing that since like 8 years old or 9 years old.
That's really cool.
So what's been your most fun role to play?
Most fun role to play, I think there's fun in all roles. but probably one that I enjoyed the most. So many.
Mhm.
I really liked Melonhead because I got to work with other actors from the Gold Coast, which is where I started acting and where I'm also from. And so that was really fun. And I got to just be working with people that I really enjoy hanging out with, but especially working with. And so that was really fun. I liked playing that character a lot.
Love that. So if you could co-star with any actor or actress, who would it be and what role would you want to play?
Oh, wow, that's really hard. I really, sadly, he's not alive anymore, but I'd love to work with Robin Williams on like anything because I
Oh,
think he's just amazing and I love all of his movies. And for what role I'd want to play, I don't really know. Anything with him, I
anything,
would
right?
be a troll in the background of any movie he's in. Like,
Love
but yeah, I'd
definitely
love
love
to
that.
make him work with him.
So what's a show or movie that you wish you had a role in?
Wow, that's hard too. Probably. Wow. I feel like it's hard because a lot of the shows and movies I like, if
Yeah.
there's not a role that's like a 13-year-old or even like a 14-year-old. But I think one that I really liked and that I'd like trying to play is probably 11 from Stranger Things.
Oh, wow.
But then even still, I think Millie Bobby Brown did that so well. So probably like playing a character in that would be really fun.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
So where do you want to be in 5 years?
In 5 years, I see myself living in 5 years. I think I'll be like 18 at that time. And so I'd see myself living in LA and hopefully working and still writing stuff. I don't know if I'll be making as many films, but I definitely want to be working on other people's films and movies. And I don't really know. You never really know where you'll be in the future, but that's hopefully where I'll be. And
Awesome.
hopefully I'll be driving a car because I'm so excited to get my license when I turn 16. But yeah.
Love that. So let's say that 20 years from now, you're a success on a grand scale. Whatever that looks like for you, you've made it. What do you hope you never forget along that journey?
I think the people that got me there, I never want to be like stuck up or not humble at all. Like I'd want to be really humble because I actually really like my personality. And I think I'm quite a nice person and I don't want to lose that. But yeah, I definitely want to think about all the people who got me there and all the sacrifices they made for me.
Great answer. Perfect answer.
Thank you.
So as we come to our last question, I'm kind of break this up into a two-part question. It's about advice. The first advice would be what advice would you give that person that wants to do what you do?
Wow, there's so many like pieces of advice that I really like. If it's worth wanting, it's worth waiting for. And if it's not worth waiting for, then it's not worth wanting. And which is kind of like hard to think about, but your time will come and being jealous won't get you anywhere really. You should be happy for other people's successes and wait for your own. And actors don't quit. And actors don't fail, they quit.
Love that.
Love
So
that.
the second part to that question would be, what advice would you give the parents who has a child that wants to do what you do? Because sometimes parents can get in the way or sometimes they push too much. So coming from your perspective.
Yeah, well, I have really amazing parents and they put me in acting when I was 8. So I was the one who was like, I want to be an actor, I want to be an actor, I want to be an actor. But I think if you put them in too early without them wanting that passion and wanting it, they can end up in a place of like ungratefulness but also unhappiness. And so I think your child needs to be at an age where they obviously don't understand anything, but they understand that that's what they want to do for a little while, maybe even the rest of their life. But don't put them in when they're like 2 because they don't know what they want at that point.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Love
Yeah.
that. So you have anything to add? Okay. So as we close out here, any final words from you?
Thank you so much for having me, and it was really fun talking to you guys and your son.
Oh, thank
We
you so
enjoyed
much.
having you
We
on here,
enjoyed it,
and you're
yeah.
always welcome back anytime.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
You
You
too.
too.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.